Mercer makes some friends. Hey there, welcome back to Writer's Theory. I'm James Winterthorn, and thank you for joining me on this journey of writing a novel in 90 days. Today is day 24. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday, and Mercer having been introduced to Fireheart and Calm Watcher, and they've discussed the weapon that Mercer presented to them. And at this point, I'm still getting to know these characters, setting a scene for what's going to happen later in this chapter. So building toward that. So we're going to see that happen here. And there's also some suspension of disbelief on my own part that I need to do while I'm writing to just carry the narrative forward. So we'll get into all that, and let's do the first part of day 24. So he had just shown them how to use the gun, kind of explained a little bit about it. Trying to have him be a little nonchalant about having given his weapon away. And just a little bit of research about what he might actually be eating there. Here they're still talking about the weapon and getting to know each other a little bit more. And here, even though these are young men who have done their fair share of fighting, their enthusiasm for it just reminds him of what children might behave like, just being so eager to fight. And here they're saying they want to accompany him. They want to help him out. This is that part of me trying to move the narrative forward. I really don't know what it would take for two Apache to just join a stranger they just met because he gave them a gun and he showed them how to use it. But I wanted there to be a little bit more to this interaction. Than him just going to the tribe. When I initially thought of this sequence, I was inspired by a scene in a book I had read where the main characters are gravely injured and dehydrated, hungry, and a Native American tribe finds them and feeds them, brings them back to health. And I love that story. And I wanted to incorporate that in this story as well. And so that's where this comes from. And I didn't want it to just end with they helped him. I wanted to carry some characters forward. And that's what I'm carrying forward here, is that these two young men want to join him. Of course, his time isn't spent with the Apache here. So let's get back to the rest of day 24. It was like how would these people keep their horses? That was what I was curious about there. And he goes and checks on the mare. And here, I don't know if this is a real tradition or not, but I like the idea of it. And you know how much I like characters telling stories. So I'm building that into this chapter as well. And having it being a very communal thing where they're going to ask him to share a story around a fire with the rest of the tribe. And so I like that. And you can see I don't even know Mercer's voice yet at this point with the thank ye, and I'm probably going to remove any Gaelic that is showing up in his dialect when I come back through on a rewrite. So he's waking up again. He's gone back to sleep to rest a little more, and now there's another man in there, the guy who's been taking care of him, who's the shaman. Just trying to keep descriptions high. And since I need some dialogue, I need the translator to come in. So Calm Watcher, he's the character that translates and speaks on behalf of those who don't speak English here. Talking about the shaman recognizing that Mercer isn't in balance with himself in the environment. So basically here I wanted to recognize that Mercer isn't in balance. Like he's like spiritual person has recognized this in him, that he's been asked to share a story about himself, and he can share any story. It's just they say the bigger the better. They basically want to be entertained. So that's what happened in all of this. I have a good grasp at this point of what this chapter is going to look like, and carrying it forward is much easier now. So very pleased with how this is going after a really rough start to the chapter. So with that, let's do today's line of the day. The man wore beads or bone or some decorative wood, making a chest piece as if it were some magical armor. I like how this line will read differently for everybody. So no matter who reads it, they're going to imagine something different. And I think that has a magic of its own. So that is day 24. We're back on track and going strong, feeling good about the writing. We're going to come back tomorrow and get into some story time with these characters. And you're going to see Calm Watcher's transition into like being able to talk to Mercer. So I hope you're enjoying following along in this story with me. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And we'll get back into it tomorrow. I'll see you then. So I like that. What do I like?